Yo ho, yo ho. Oh, hey there, boyos. We are back. We are at episode 8. Oh no. And it seems we're starting this video off with some fireworks.
Where's my brother?
I swear I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes, we're family!
Put the gun down now. He's a synth.
Uh-oh.
He'll kill us all.
Kyle,
Oh
no!
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Okay. Show's over. There are no synths in Diamond City. Hear me? Just you folks in your damn perilous.
Whew. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And if you are just tuning in, we just witnessed the murder of Kyle, one of the residents of Diamond City, the brother of Riley here, because they accused him of being a synth. Yes, you heard that correctly. They accused Riley of being a synth. Kyle did. And Diamond City security just put a fucking dinger right in Kyle's cranium. Hoyo, hoyo, boyos. Welcome back. We are at episode 8, and that was an exciting introduction. I just turned it on. I barely got the microphone turned on in time. I really didn't get the microphone turned on in time. You guys missed the altercation if you're listening to the audio version. You missed the altercation. If you're watching the video version, you did get to see it play out. But, wow. So there it is. There's that. You get to see the seriousness of the synth accusation in action. Ooh, and look at our boy over here. So we're going to go talk to Sheffield. We're in the Diamond City market.
Okay?
Sheffield's a good guy.
So thirsty. Doctor says I can't drink liquor no more. Cola. Need a new Coca-Cola.
He's a drug addict. And he wants a soda.
Thirsty. New Coca-Cola.
We'll give him one.
Uh-huh.
Here you go.
Here you go.
So gracious of you, sir. I'm sure it's not every day someone shows him such kindness.
Ah, thank you.
Oh, Codsworth, love
Thank
that.
you.
You're welcome, Sheffield.
Well done.
And now we ask Sheffield to come work for us.
Hey, Sheffield. What do you think about coming to work for me?
Because I've got just the
Really?
place for him to go.
You mean it?
That's right.
Yeah. We're going to start a brand new civilization because I just unlocked the sim. I didn't just unlock it, but I just am going to start the Sim Settlements mod. So we're going to send this boy to the Starlight to drive in.
Okay.
Because very soon,
I'll do it.
that place is going to be poppin'. Peace. And we want someone there to take care of business. So he's going to be there to take care of business. And we are also... What else are we going to do this episode? Let's take a look-see, boys. Let's look at our data. A new threat. Investigate General Atomics Factory. Okay. Search Hardware Town for paint. Tell you what, we're going to do that one quick. We're going to search Hardware Town for paint because that's a fun little mission. It's right outside of Diamond City. Let's just do that one real quick. You guys can see when I do, so I'm going to let you guys in a little spoiler alert. And if you listen to the Dungeons and Dragons podcast that I did with Zach Sketchburrier and Greg McCabe and Keegan Mazzelli and Joey Moon, we did a Dungeons and Dragons episode. We did 4 episodes in total. They were all a part of the first 2 episodes, but one of the things that I do, one of the devices that I use in that series is a trap cart, where I have a cart flipped over that's full of supplies, and what happens is you go to investigate the cart, and a bunch of bandits jump out, and then you are in an altercation. That's how I played that. And this is sort of similar to that in a sense. And this is sort of from the Book of Eli also. If you've ever watched that movie, something very similar to this also happened there. And this is one of those things where if you're in the post-apocalyptic wasteland, this is something that would happen, and you need to keep your guard up at all times. So we just saw a woman in distress and said, please come help us. And she ran into Hardware Town, which just happens to be the place we have to go.
Hey there.
And so we go into Hardware Town. Oh, maybe eventually we'll go into Hardware Town. If it would let us. There we go. We were stuck outside Hardware Town, boys, but we got in. So there's a woman in distress and said, hey, please help us. She's hurt. Come in. Which I'm assuming we need to go help someone. Maybe it's a younger sister. This is also in Zombieland. This is actually exactly what happens in Zombieland. She's like, come here, help me, quick. You got it.
I dare say we're not alone here.
Good eye. And they're actually raider scum. They just try to kill you. But joke's on them. I'm the fastest trigger in the West. And I've killed all of them but their leader, and Codsworth is going to go take care of business. Ooh, I hear him going to work. Had a boy Codsworth. Codsworth chopping him up. And that'll put the end to demo, I guess. Sturdy raider right leg. We don't need it. So we just decimated them. We take the 45 rounds. We take all of their supplies. So there's what happens at Hardware Town. If you are in survival mode, I always go back to survival mode because that is where a lot of people watch these playthroughs to learn what happens, so that when they get to survival mode, they're not shocked. So if you are deciding to go to the Hardware Town, and I'm sure most people have done this in a playthrough already because it's one of the first places that you go, one of the first missions that you get from Diamond City.
Excellent.
We take this blue paint, and we're going to take this yellow paint, and we're going to make green paint. That's for a little extra added bonus. You don't need to do that. I do recommend taking these paints, taking a couple of them, especially if you don't have the any mods on to get you extra supplies. It's a good source. I think it's a lot of oil. I think that's what's in it. So you can use it for that. It's a great source of that. And there's a couple of mods and there's a couple of things that go, ooh, I've never been down here. Oh, terrible. Look at all the settlers' bodies. This must have been all the people that they fooled before. Fallout's dark, guys. We're going underneath Hardware Town. What's underneath Hardware Town? I've never been down here. Oh boy. This is something that we're going to learn together. There's some sort of boiler room underneath Hardware Town. There's steps that go up into the fens. Okay. There is a bathroom upstairs that leads to an upstairs area. Okay. You can't get all the way up there though. And then there's another set of steps that lead to a room overlooking... Oh, it's behind the cash register. It takes you back behind the cash register. Okay, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. There's just a little extra area, I guess, behind the cash register that I've never really gone to, because I don't know why. Interesting. A bunch of desk fans in there as well, if you want those. Nothing else really of importance in this room, but there is something to keep an eye out if you're going through, excuse me, if you're going through survival mode. Don't be fooled by the female in distress. It is a trap. So, we did that. We'll take this back to Duder quickly. I can't remember the guy's name. Abbott. We'll take it back to Abbott at the wall. And back to the fens. And then perhaps... No, we're going to go to General Atomics after this. And yes, it is... I've seen the messages and the people saying you should go after, you'd be looking for your son initially, right away. And yes, although that is true, while you're playing games that Bethesda makes, a rule of thumb is to not do the main quest immediately. You will miss out often on side quests that will close out before you get a chance to do them. So I recommend always waiting on the main quest. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to get to level 60 or 70 and max out everything before you go do anything. But I do think it's important to do as many side quests as you want to or as you think you should before continuing on the main quest. You will miss out on some side quests if you do that, for sure. A bunch of things will close off because of the main quest will continue too far down the storyline. And you just won't be able to do them. So let's go see Abbott at the wall. get these points, and maybe we'll trigger the conversation over here that we need to trigger.
Sometimes you gotta wonder, does anyone fight back? Institute has to have enemies, right?
What?
This should be it right here.
That's
There
a
it
fairy
is.
tale, man. They don't exist.
Nah, I heard from my cousin. He knows a guy that works for him. They got a code phrase and everything. Follow the Freedom Trail.
The hell is that supposed
There you go. So if you're looking to trigger the railroad, there is the quest for it. That triggers it right there. And I did have a request to do a dive in on the railroad. So maybe not this episode, but in the next couple of episodes we are going to meet those bad boys.
Wasn't easy.
Yeah, here you go.
But I found some. Yeah.
Now that's damn fine news. Why don't you go ahead and paint the first stroke? Let's see how the shade matches up.
I don't really want to do that, but whatever. I could use the blue paint. Just if you're looking to be diabolical, I would use the blue or yellow paint, but I'm not, so we use the green.
Working hard?
That's a good shade of green. The wall
Yeah, you're
sure
welcome.
seems happy with it.
Happy to help.
Happy to help.
It's been an honor.
It's nice to work with someone who knows how to show respect. There's your payment.
Codsworth loves
and a little
that.
bonus for getting the right shade of green. Don't do anything
You're
with
welcome,
it I
Bucko.
wouldn't do.
That should come in.
Yep. Now over here, we have this mutfruit and tato farm. So I'm just gonna snag a couple on the way. But I want to point out something. Up here in the stands, let's see if we can see it. There should be... There should be a seat up there. I can't see it right now. But there should be a red seat. I can't quite see where it is. But it's to scale of the actual Fenway Park. And there is one red seat up there. And I don't remember exactly what it's for. Maybe a Ted Williams home run. I can't exactly remember what it was for. But there's a single red chair up there. And it does match. We're not going to do that quest, but there's a young boy there that sells water. Pretty smart. He's a young entrepreneur. So, let's look here. Let's eat some food. I just realized that we're pretty low on health. So blood bug steak. And some crispy squirrel bits, which, as I said before, is probably people. Probably just ate some human, which is what it is. So here's what we're going to do now. We are going to go to the General Atomics Factory. Ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Spawn a hardware town just so we're outside the city. And then we're going to go to General Atomics. Depending on how tricky the trek is, we may just pause there, because General Atomics, if I remember correctly, this is a big deal. This is a doozy. I don't know how long it will take me. But we shall try our best. How do you like my personality? Okay. Let's look at our quest log here. Travel to the General Atomics Factory. So we will be going east. I thought you said west. That episode of SpongeBob, anybody here? SpongeBob fans? From back in the Disney. So we are traveling east, southeast. Ooh, rad roach, glowing rad roach. Couple of them. So we got one regular rad roach, and 2 glowing rad roaches. Again, if you're in survival, that's a big problem. The glowing rad roaches hit you. You get irradiated. Irradiation's a much bigger deal. You'll take a lot more damage. You could potentially get infected or break bones. So we are still outside of Diamond City here. There's a Diamond City security. Oh, here's one of the traders. Let's look. Cricket. Yeah, so she sells the guns. All the traders do a different thing. They all sell different things if you find them. Cricket is the one that sells the firearms. Trinity Tower radio signal. Did you see that pop on the left-hand screen? If you want to find Strong, the super mutant, that is where you want to go. And I remember, everybody, what the FEV virus stands for. It is the Forced Evolutionary Virus. It was their attempt to make super soldiers. In the origins of it, in the initial creation of it, it was an attempt to create super soldiers. So it was the Forced Evolutionary Virus, FEV virus. I'm not sure where we are, but there are raiders, so we're gonna kill as many. Oh, where's this mass fight? All right. Yeah, we're gonna kill a bunch of these people. It's a raider settlement. It's not imperative that we kill everybody here, but eventually I'll need to get through. It makes no difference. Might as well just get the XP quickly. I'm not even really gonna search it. I'm just gonna kill everyone there and move on. There's another fight happening to the left of me, which, if I have to guess, it's raiders and settlers. Ooh, we might die here, folks. Ooh, we got away. There were landmines. Many landmines, but we got away. Could be super mutants in something. If it's super mutants in something, we're not gonna engage. Ooh. Danger. Close, boys. We were getting very close to hitting those landmines. We need to invest in the ninja perk so that we can crouch around and not get blown up by landmines. But right now we're just battling raiders, lighting them up. I guess I didn't kill that guy. They're all terrible shots. And remember, we are playing on hard. We're not playing on, legendary or anything. But we are playing on hard. Let's look here. What's the left? What do we got here? What's the left arm doing? Metal left arm. Brace shadowed leather left arm. 4-7. 7-3. It doesn't matter. Doesn't make a difference. We need to find more legendary gear. We might bump up the difficulty here as soon as we get a little stronger. Yikes! Codsworth, help. A lot of boys. We got him, though. Codsworth and I are a great team. Oh, Bob brought us best moonshine. Unique drink. Oop, we're a little bit of trouble. We will pop a stim pack. We're going to take a Radaway and a stim pack because we've acquired a little bit of radiation. Radaway is your rad remover, as it may sound. It's, pretty obvious. Actually, we're going to drink up a Nuka-Colas. It's a little bit slower to heal than a stim pack, and it'll give you a little bit of radiation. But you get the caps, and I don't have to use any stim packs. And I just walked away from the enemy for a moment. So it's fine. And Codsworth and I are moving fairly smoothly through that raider camp. They were battling super mutants, though. I don't know we want to engage. We're going to kill this one guy because we're in a sneak. He didn't know we were there. And now we are seen. If it gets real bad, I'll run away. We haven't been noticed yet. I'm not sure what building this is. We need to walk past it. Wilson's Tomatoys Corporate HQ. So we're not going to go in there, clearly. It's full of super mutants. We still want to avoid super mutants. We're at a decent level right now. We're okay, but we are not ready to take on hordes of super mutants at this time. We're just not. Level 16, we're doing okay. But that's not how this character's built. That's not the game plan. We're more of a survival, intelligence, maneuvering character. Not a guns blazing, balls to the wall. DB Technical High School. So there's some cool stuff in there. If I remember correctly, there's a fucking sick mascot helmet that you get in there. Killed that turret. Just blew up a turret. We're not engaging. I still want to get hit by the turret. We're going to throw down a quick save. Just in case. Who's that? Slim. Slim. Who's that? It's a ghoul that lives underneath this bridge. Interesting. I think I've met him before. I think he's a salesman.
What you looking
Let's
for?
see.
Jet? Buff out? I got it all.
Oh, he is.
Depends on what you got.
I got all the best stuff to hype you up or mellow you out.
So he is a ghoul, and the story behind ghouls is that they are pre-war people. Most of them are people who have survived due to extreme radiation poisoning. Essentially, they've been exposed to extreme amount of radiation, and that has been able to keep them alive for the last 200 to 400 years, depending. I'm not exactly sure where this game takes place. I think 200. I think 200 is where you're at here. I think you're 200 years after the bombs have fell. So 200 years later, these people are still alive, and they look like just very old, wrinkled people, kinda. Their noses are gone. Their eyes are sunken in. They're like zombies-ish. The feral ghouls are the zombies. They're the ones that are always trying to kill you. The feral ghouls are the ones that crawl up from the sewers. They crawl out from underneath the trucks. They crawl out from the junk piles. Those are the feral ghouls. And the ghouls that didn't go feral are the ghouls like Slim there that you meet, and ghouls like Hancock that will meet in Good Neighbor. And so that's something to think about. So don't steal from here, but if you need to use a power station, there's a power station you can use. But I'm assuming this is Slim stuff, so I'm not going to take it. And then we're going to continue to move east. What do we have here? A Mr. Handy. Interesting. What is he doing, you think? Codsworth, what's this Mr. Handy doing? Interesting. That Codsworth didn't say anything about that. Continue to move east. There's a building here. We're going to discover this building. It's a little bit north, just a square building. It could be the comic store. Oh, Hester's Consumer Robotics. We will need to go there at some point. We're not going to go there at the moment. Continue to push east towards the General Atomics factory. So there's some blood. We got some bugs. We got to deal with some bugs here, boys. I hate the bugs. The bugs are my least favorite creatures to encounter. When we get to Nuka World, there's some really terrible ones. The swarms and like the ant swarms and the crickets. They're by far the worst. But the bowflies and the blood bugs are no fun either. Now, if we were in survival mode, I would say absolutely do not do what I'm about to do. Do not do this in any fashion. But we are not in survival mode. So I'm just going to pop a Rad-X here. And I'm going to swim. I'm just going to swim across this water. If you were in survival mode, I would say definitely don't do that. But I'm just going to do that because I don't want to walk all the way around and deal with everything over there. Codsworth should have no problems, I don't think. Yeah, there you go. He's just going to come right through. And we can search these. There's some yellow crates here that don't really have anything in them. There's a building to the right. I can't remember what it is. There's the Shamrock Factory. Oh, and here's a feral ghoul. So here's the explanation. You can see the feral ghoul here that's much more zombie-like. Just kind of, roaming around. Weird and screaming at nothing. And that's sort of the story behind them. And ghouls live, and car is about to explode. Got away from that just in time. Codsworth is down. Hit him with the repair kit. Beat him back up. There you go, Codsworth. The robot repair kit is the equivalent to the human stim pack. Got a 308 round, which is nice. Oh, bunch of feral ghouls, actually, boys. So what we're going to do now is we're going to equip fragmentation mines right here for these ghouls to run into, and I'm going to sit back here and just pick them off until then, while Codsworth does a lot of the dirty work. Codsworth's in there with the... I might just pick those mines up. Codsworth's in there with the... I hear a super mutant. Did you guys hear that super mutant? There's a super mutant suicider in the area. You can hear that beeping. That beeping is the beeping of death. There he is. Super Mutant Suicider. We're gonna do everything we can to shoot his hand, and we did it. We have exploded him. Like I said, the Super Mutant Suiciders will end your game. We're getting attacked by Super Mutant Hounds, which are also a big problem. Not as big of a problem, but they're still not a good thing. And it seems that we are engaging with super mutants who did not want to. But we are engaging with them, it would seem. We have a super mutant skirmisher. You can see how little damage I do. Just how much damage they do to me. It's okay. So we are engaging with super mutants at this point, which I don't recommend. I don't think we should be doing, but we are going to do it. There's still ghouls around as well. Codsworth is dealing with at a fairly reasonable rate. I want to leave this fight, but I don't want Codsworth to get stuck here. So I'm going to kill as many as I can from a distance. I'm not going to engage. Beautiful. Codsworth seems to be disengaging as well. So I did kill a bunch of them. I don't know what building that is, but I don't want to deal with them. So we're going to continue to move east. And here's the building, General Atomics Factory. Ah. Yes, you are, Codsworth. We're done with that. I guess not. It's just a regular super mutant. We'll kill him. And we ended him. And now we will heal up a little bit before we go in. Drink some purified water. We have a level up. What we're going to do with it. Level 17. Gain access to rank 2 mods. I think we should put one into endurance, actually. Give us a little boost. Give us a little boost of toughness. That's what we're gonna do. A little boost of toughness going in here. Just to be ready for the robot menace, huh? Huh, Codsworth? Now we're in the General Atomics Factory. I don't remember exactly what happens here, so we could be taken off guard. Hopefully we're not, but could happen. Let us see. And there's the Mechanist talking a bunch of shit out of his iBots. The iBots are just repeating the message of the Mechanist. And it is a very similar one to the speech from the Mechanist from Fallout 3, where he thinks he's saving the Commonwealth with his robot army. So there's a swarm bot. We are going to eat some pork and beans. Codsworth's doing pretty good there. He sat down by the swarm bot. If it's just junk bots and stuff, though, we're not going to have too much of a problem. We're going to be able to deal with them. If we run into sentry bots, we're going to have a problem. Ooh, legendary junk bot. Beautiful. We want as many of these as we can get. If we can get a supreme helping of legendary junk bots. Oh, legendary robots explode. Remember that. Legendary robots explode. Legendary robots explode. The freezing laser pistol does 10 points of cryo damage. That's beautiful. And the Assaultron torso. And right now, pick up all of those mods that you see, because that's how you build new mods at your robot workshop until you beat the entire Automatron DLC. Then you will unlock all the mods. But until then,
There we go.
you need to pick up all the mods that you see. Like, let's say Assaultron torso, Protectron arm, whatever, you gotta do that. And upstairs in this room is the Tesla Science Magazine. Energy weapons permanently inflict plus 5% critical damage, which is perfect for us. At least at the moment. We're running a little bit low want fusion cores, or not fusion cores, fusion cells, which could end up being a problem in the future. But until then, we shall press on. Let's continue to move in the downstairs of the General Atomics Factory. Let's see what we can find. Oh, there's some enemies there. Novice terminal. Hopefully this doesn't take us long to crack. Post game. Tries reset. Beautiful. Plot. Path. Hits. Nope, couldn't do it. We'll try again.
Nice.
Word and beautiful. Security door control. Open the door. We're going in, boys. I'm going in. I'm going in. We got junk bots. Junk bots everywhere. I'm going to take a rat away. I hate that this is just repeating a stupid fucking. Ah, what a scummer. QA department terminal. Let's see what this says. Security door control. Open the door. Open all the doors.
Welcome to the General Atomics Quality Assurance Department. Functionality is up to our
QA department. Wow, that sounds very nice. It sounds like Carrie's. Carrie's another robot companion. I wonder if this is where you find Curry. If it is, that's what we're doing. We could give a shit about anything else. I don't think it is though. I feel like she's involved 81 or something, where the infected mole rats are. Can't quite remember, but I think that's where she's. But that was Curry's voice for sure. That French.
The Quality Assurance Associate will be playing the role of your hypothetical child.
Oh, this is that. There's actually a weird little mini game that goes on here. I'm not gonna do it right now, but there's a bunch of rooms that you do different things in, and you can unlock them, and it's like a weird little story. I don't remember what you get at the end. Maybe that's something we'll do. As I guess that's what you get probably. We'll do that later on. Maybe we'll come back here and do that. I don't remember exactly what to do with this one, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to waste all the time trying to figure it out. But I will come back and figure this out and show you guys what that is. I've done it before. I just don't remember how to do it now. It's a weird little mini game that you play. It's an unmarked quest, and you do what the voice says there. And I think you unlock that safe at the end. I don't know what's in it or what happens. I don't really remember. I've done this before. Oh, that's right. The Robo-Brain's in here. So that's not what we're gonna do. Oh, we're gonna die. We need a stim pack ASAP. We're getting lit up. Next, we're gonna take a jet. Take the stim packs. We're fine. We're going to go one more floor up. Because if we go one more floor up, there's a hole in the ground above where our robot enemies are currently residing. So what we're going to do is toss a nuka grenade into that hole. And that has blown up everything in there, because the nuka grenades are the most powerful grenades. And something else is about to explode as well. Yes. Must have been a legendary in there. Beautiful. So now we can jump in. Nope, just a swarm bot. A Saltron head. Repair kit. And we can search this bad boy. Mechanist device. And there's that. Robo-Brain torso. So, there's a steamer trunk with a bunch of ammunition. Do you hear that? That's from that room there. The child needs this, but you have to do something there. I can't remember what it is. So we recovered the device, so we needed to recover the mechanist device. We're going to take it back to A.D.A, and she should be able to decipher it. And that will be that mission. That's all that mission requires. You did have to go to the General Atomics Factory, kill the legendary Robo-Brain. There's a hole in the ceiling. I just dropped the little nuka grenade down there, took care of the packs. And now we're moving on from there. I think there's one more enemy in here somewhere. I mean, I kill everyone. I don't discriminate. And there she blows. Also, little trick: shoot robots in the chest. Don't shoot robots in the head. Shoot robots in the chest. You do more damage if you shoot the robots in the chest. So we are leaving. We are out of the General Atomics factory. I don't know how to do that unmarked quest, so I'm not going to do it right now.
Like a lost art.
Codsworth, fallen brother. Understandable. Understandible. Now let's return to our main female, A.D.A. There's a lot of female robots in this. I mean, maybe not a lot. A couple, for sure. Curry's probably the best, or Curie, the French robot. I think you have the option to keep her as a robot or turn her into a synth, put her into a synth body. I often put her into a synth body. I feel like that's what she wants. She's, but who the fuck knows. So let's go speak to A.D.A. back at Sanctuary Hills. Sanctuary, again, is our home base. That is our homeland. That is where the Minutemen reside. Mama Murphy, Preston Garvey, June Long. Who else? That bitch Marcy. That bitch Marcy Baskin. I bet you, if there's not one on the Xbox, I bet you there's one on PC that turns Marcy into Carol Baskin already. I bet you there is. 'Cause she's just a total bitch. She sucks. That bitch Carol Baskin. So let's find. I haven't even watched Tiger King.
I need to assign someone.
That's
to
truthful.
this.
Haven't even watched it, but I know all about Carol Baskin. Where is A.D.A. and why is she all the way over here? She should not be this far away. Unless she still hasn't made it to here, which is insane. She's caught fighting a death claw or something. What is she doing all the way over here? This game's wacky. Oh, wow. Even neater. She's underground, dude. Bethesda, look at your masterpiece. Look at your fucking masterpiece. Half a mile away from the fucking settlement underground. Jeez, fuck, dude.
I found this
strange
device on a robot.
Let's have a look.
Fucking A, man. That shit's
if my
insane.
analysis is correct, this is a specialized radar beacon. I suspect it's how the Mechanist was keeping track of the robo-brain you destroyed. As the next logical step, I need you to install this beacon within me so we can use it to our advantage.
Alright.
Sounds like a
let's
solid
do it.
plan.
I'm glad you agree. You'll need to use a robot workbench to ensure proper installation, and my presence will be required.
Fine.
In order to maximize
Fine.
our time efficiency, perhaps I should accompany you now.
Not right now.
No.
I will be here when you're ready.
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe. You might be fucking underground for some reason. You never know. And so we're back at Sanctuary Hills. There's one of our settlers crossing the bridge, which is lovely. Just gonna put the gun down. Hop into third person here so you can see us running. This is what we look like. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. Where do we build the robots at in this settlement? Where did I start doing that? Over here? Is it back here? Oh golly. I always do it in Sanctuary Hills, but I really don't remember where. I built a little platform for them somewhere. Just gotta remember where. Let's take a look-see. Maybe I didn't do it here. Is it possible that I didn't do it here? Who knows? Who knows? If you watched my last video, quick, leave a comment in the Twitch stream. so that I can see. Look at that. Look at that, Bethesda. Look at that. My settlement is haunted by the bench pressing ghost. So let's look around. Because I don't know where the fuck I put it. Maybe I didn't put it here. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? Maybe I just imagined I built it here. Maybe I built it at Red Rocket Truck Stop. Maybe that's why A.D.A's over there. Because I built it at Red Rocket Truck Stop. If that's the case, that makes much more sense. I don't think that's what I did, but that does make more sense if that's what... If that's why she's over here. Otherwise, it makes no sense. Let us see. Nope, I think we're in for a treat. Oh no, it just marks the Red Rocket Truck Stop. This guy's on the computer. So because he's on the computer, actually I'm gonna make him the supply line. So he's gonna run to and from Sanctuary Hills, set all that up. This is where we're gonna build our robots, boys. I've decided. I've made the executive decision. I'm gonna clear out a little path here, and I will eventually make this look nicer. But as of right now, just get the job done. Alright, A.D.A. Damn it. I need to find her again. Where are you? Maybe I'll be building it over here as well. We shall see. Because I have no idea where A.D.A is. She was just underground, a mile away. Now hopefully she's back at Sanctuary Hills. And I really did think that I built a robot workbench over here, but it's possible that I didn't. And with that knowledge, I think it's important that we put it over here on this solid platform. I really think this is where I built it as well. I feel like I put it right here. Maybe I didn't. Who the fuck knows? There's A.D.A. What do I have to install? What do I install here on you, lady? What do I install? Where is it?
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready. Your return tells me the workbench must be ready.
Yeah.
A.D.A?
Your return tells me the workbench must be
Okay.
ready.
She's lagging out. It's fine. I do not know where the thing is that I need to install on her. Because I thought it was in here. I thought it was in the torso mods. But I don't see it anywhere. So we're at an impasse here, folks. Very confused at what to do next. Bethesda has just been full of surprises in our last two playthroughs, folks. Just full of fun, and uniqueness, and mystery.
A.D.A?
You never know
Your
what you're
return
gonna
tells
get.
me the workbench must be ready.
Right, and I need to put in some sort of locator. And I'm gonna let her walk out, and maybe...
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready. Your return tells me the workbench must be ready.
She's kind of lagged out, it seems. Doesn't it? Maybe if I go sleep for like an hour or something, it'll refresh it. And it'll all be fine. It's just the joy of sometimes games don't work. Let me make sure that's what I'm supposed to do, because maybe it's my fault. Who knows? Speak to A.D.A. Yeah. Alright.
A.D.A.
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready. Your return tells me the workbench must be ready. Your return tells me the workbench must be ready. Your return
That's
tells me
right.
the workbench must be ready.
Maybe I can't have a workbench up.
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready.
Hey, Ada.
Your return tells me the workbench must be
Wow. This is tough.
ready. Your return tells me the workbench must be ready.
We've glitched out the automatron. I did what I thought I needed to do to continue this mission. We shall see if that was the right thing to do or not. And then we did just blow Ada's arm off and shoot her in the head several times.
Weapons.
Nope. She's all jacked up still. Listen. Oh no, so that's not gonna work. What we are gonna do is we're gonna load it back up though here. And hopefully that she's not lagged out. If she is lagged out, what we will have to do then, I guess... I don't know. I guess ignore her for a while. You unlock city plans and sanctuary. Cool.
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready.
Hey, Ada.
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready.
Oh, interesting. Yes, she's fucking just broken. Ada is straight up broken. Which sucks. That's a big bummer. Hopefully she's not permanently broken, and it will eventually work itself out. If not, I'll have to literally go back. I'll have to go back and redo a bunch of the game. I'll have to replay that little beginning part. Oh, I forgot about Sturgis. I was talking about the Minutemen earlier. Sturgis the Beast.
Yeah.
There's Trash Can Carla, Dog Me looking good. This game was just full of surprises today. Let's look at our map here, see what we got. Starlight Drive-In has one goon there. It's Sheffield. So what we are going to do is we're going to go to Hangman's Alley. We're going to send one of those people to the Starlight Drive-In as well. And then we're going to send one of those people, one of the people that we send to the Starlight Drive-In who is in Sheffield, as the caravan between Starlight and Sanctuary. And then I'm going to see what I can do to turn Starlight Drive-In into a little community, because it's a big area. And I've never used the Sim Settlements mod before, but I'm excited to. I would like to. So I'm going to give that a shot. I'm pretty pissed off that Ada's glitched out. And I might have done it because I put her in the thing too quick. But who knows? So let's see here. We got people here not doing anything. Just sitting on this chair not doing nothing. You now run a supply line. Oh, actually, no, you don't. You are moving to Starlight Drive-In. As are you. You're both going to Starlight Drive-In. There's a cat here now. Orange cat. How about that? I've never had that happen. I've never had a cat move into the settlement. That's pretty fun. Alright. Now, I do think I have a radio beacon here, don't I? Yes. There's a radio beacon right there. Kaboom. Recruiting all sorts of folks. And it's got good defense. This is... I'll take you on a quick tour of Hangman's Alley. Maybe that's how we'll round out this episode. I mean, the downstairs isn't really much. It's nothing fancy. haven't, you know, built into it too much yet. We're getting there. There's a second floor. Little balcony here to overlook. I think this is how Hangman's Alley was meant to be created. Here's what we're going to do for you, friend. This guy just complained about being hungry. You know how we fix that? We assign him to the balcony, to the roof. And we assign him to... Ooh, everything's already assigned, actually. Okay. So what that means is that we do need to build a little more food. Oh, we got some lag, boyos. I still hear sounds, so we should unstick. Perhaps not, though. Perhaps we have fallen victim to one of Bethesda's cruel jokes once again. We'll give it another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We will quit and we will be right back. Look at those cool nuclear-powered cars right there. That is sick. Like that whole thing with the fusion core in the back there. Interior's dope. It looks cool. Swagged out. Dope. Like it a lot. And we are back. We are going to see what I've got here. See where we're at. I think we're going to be back in Sanctuary Hills. So I don't think I saved once I got to Hangman's Alley. So, because of that, I'm going to see what A.D.A. is like if we are in Sanctuary. If we are in Sanctuary, let's see if the resetting of the game was enough to fix A.D.A. or if we have to leave her in actual time. Real life days. Let's see.
Hey, A.D.A.
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready. Your return tells me the workbench must be ready.
She seems to be broken, boys.
The workbench must be ready.
I mean, I'll build another workbench here, and I'll see if it if that fixes it. Put A.D.A. in it. It doesn't look like it. I can put the different mods on her. It doesn't make a difference. You know what I mean? I can't really do anything. You can change her color. Painted her white, but it's a strange thing. Yes, I do. So maybe that did something?
Hey, Ada.
Your return tells me the workbench must be ready. Your return tells me the workbench must be ready.
Ah, well, it is what it is, huh? That's where we're gonna wrap up today's show, boys. With just Bethesda all around being absolutely insane. Lagging out there with,
Please, just...
what's her face? With Ada. With our beautiful weightlifting ghost. Yep, still kicking it, even after the lag out. Shit's wacky. Anyway, this was been the 8th episode. We tackled the General Atomics factory, and we shall see where tomorrow brings us. Tally ho, boyos, and be ready for a bunch more joyos.